All right, you guys, get in here for this all signs reading. Whatever comes out, collective, Aries through Pisces, collective closing. We are currently in the transit of the moon in Virgo with a semi-sextile over to Mercury Libra. All right. Oh, I just heard somebody about to make a couple dollars. Whatever that means. All right. I like it. Why not get a little bang here and now? All right, let's see what comes out, you guys. We're at 2 degrees and 12 minutes of Virgo, 2 degrees of 2 minutes and 57. Why the hell I can't speak? 2 degrees and 15 minutes of Libra, semi-sextile energy. All right, so what the hell does the 3rd degree of Virgo speak about? Let's see. 2 angels bringing in a sense of protection. Well, welcome in, Morosokas. All right. This is the affirmation of higher personal power. We are comprised, We are comprised, surrounded, and interpenetrated by structured life energy, which can appear to us as light beings. Libra energy. What is this? Let's see. The dawn of a new day and everything changing. I like it. Reformulation of eternal energy. Every breath is another beginning to yet another unique expression of life. So in this reading, I wanted to start off with Astro. All right, because kind of get what's going on here with the transits. Let me get this timestamp going. Yeah. All right. Let's see what comes out. Taurus's energy is here. What is it? Tactile, grounded, and stable. All right, Eros. Do you desire a Taurus? Ooh, I do. Who's in? I think Eros is in Taurus right now because that's what's coming out. The asteroid of Eros in the sign of Taurus for September the 19th. Yeah, Eros is in Taurus right now. It looks like it's retrograding too. So there's a review here about eroticism, desire, sex. All right, some sort of grounded stability overall. I would imagine wherever your Taurus placements are, or if you're desiring a Taurus, y'all popping right now, okay? Opposition is here as well. So do we have any oppositions today? I don't think so. No, we don't. But we will by tomorrow with the moon in Virgo at an opposition over to the North Node Pisces. Imam Koli. All right, so I'm seeing Eros and Taurus in the 4th house. Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. All right, and then we've got Jupiter energy here. We're about to have a semi-square over to Jupiter. That's the following transit after this semi-sextile over to Mercury and Libra. All right, so there could be some sort of opportunity for growth here in connection to healing the inner child. I don't know if you have a sense of, like, again, desire to be grounded, but you're probably going up against some sort of resistance here with your destiny with the North Node by tomorrow. Sagittarius' energy is here, and then the solar eclipse is here as well. So the solar eclipse is happening in the sign of Virgo. Obviously, that's happening by the 21st, which is Sunday. Your potential for something, I don't know if it has anything to do with being a bit more adventurous, but it's happening in the sign of Virgo. All right, so I would imagine you got to get something around you organized, okay? I see planetary return. All right, so planetary return for this upcoming week is going to be Mars in Scorpio. Mars in Scorpio definitely has a lot to do with sex. All right, and then super moon energy. That's not until the full moon, and that one won't be until like October with the full moon in Aries. What is Spirit trying to tell us here? I don't know. Show me desire with sex with Eros and Taurus. All right. The 6 of Cups, that'll be someone from your past. Maybe there's some sort of opposition here. If this person is focusing more so on their career and you want this person, meaning that you want to feel comforted from this person, and there's a sense of inner healing here with the Imam Koli, that's the 4th house. So I'm seeing like 10th house, 4th house in opposition. If you desire this person, Taurus's energy, all right, in opposition to where your career is standing, let's see how that's moving forward. 8 of Pentacles, it has to do with what you're doing for work. You see what I'm saying? So maybe this is a past person that's trying to come back in regards to your work. The opportunity is presenting itself. I don't know. Sagittarius' energy, it could legit be a Sagittarian. It could be someone that is foreign, because the ninth house has to do with like foreign people or foreign places. All right. Or maybe you have to travel abroad somewhere in order to make progress with something. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You have to travel in order to have some sort of victory here with this person. Maybe that opportunity presents itself. All right. For this weekend. That's interesting. And then the Nine of Cups. Is this person like desiring you, or you desire them? So Venus and Virgo transit is of significance this morning. And it looks like this could be someone that you have love, or, you know, some sort of romantic partner in connection to what you do for love. All right. What the hell am I talking about? This is a romantic partner that you could work with in the workplace. Okay. It feels like a spiritual connection to this person. A major challenge to overcome. Recognition and reward. January, a Capricorn or an Aquarius could be in this reading. I mean, we did call out Aries in the 4th house because it's coming out with the Imam Koli. So there's some sort of inner healing in whatever or whoever you desire. All right. That could be a past person. I'm seeing a sun in Scorpio or a sun in Virgo energy. All right. And it says affair with your family. Temporary problems. Okay. I mean, I would imagine if solar eclipse is coming through, it's because there's some sort of potential here to be adventurous with something or someone. Give me a minute, y'all, because I'm looking like, and I'm hot as hell, too. Yeah. Okay, cool. What do I want to pull on this? Let me get a chakra real quick. Let's see what the chakra says. Let's see. The love card is here. I just split it at love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. All right, so maybe you want somebody that's like loyal to you or something. Your heart space is being called somewhere. Maybe this is what you're visualizing. You want love in your life, or you desire sex. I don't know. That's what it said. Let's see. The family here. All right, so the Imam Koli is something having to do with your roots, your community, your culture, your tribe, a sense of belonging. I mean, affairs with your family is be like your family tree, some shit like this. All right, so what's going on over here with this having to travel in order to have a victory with something or someone that you desire? Solar eclipse in Virgo. Ooh, shit. A relationship, I told you. So there could be intimacy that you crave right now or you desire. There's a sense of like just letting something go, allowing freedom. And that's what I feel like. The Sagittarius' energy is someone that's adventurous. It's like you feel free, just accept and trust this process. All right, so solar eclipse happening for Sagittarians is going to be in the 10th house placement. So we're getting like, I don't know, maybe you want to feel like bossed up with something. You want to, you know, have and or look out to the world in a different way. Change up your reputation, your public image, something like this. Or maybe this is what you're being recognized for. It's like you're moving on to the next thing here. This was a major challenge to overcome. I'm getting like the mountain. That's the goats. The goats are Capricorns. Capricorn's the 10th house. All right. Something involving like your family tree and how you're overcoming something that's been real difficult for you in connection to family and or relationships. All right. So your third eye could be expanding here with the mind. It says you need to be open, flexible, and start imagining and learning how to tap into the divine consciousness. So this is about all of us being interconnected in one through the energy of the light, through source. And this is how you expand or grow, some shit like that. All right. Let's get into the sign of Aries and see what's going on here. All right. I'm going to pull like one astro. We'll do some tarot. We'll do like tea leaf. If I need to pull Kipper, I will, because I feel like we get into more details with that. Let's see what's going on here. All right. This feels interesting. I mean, we're officially wrapping up like Sun and Virgo energy. So that would have been like the 8 of Pentacles. We're finally now in Venus and Virgo. That's 9 of Pentacles. So maybe there's a sense of freedom or wanting to reap the rewards or coming back and getting what you want and, you know, what you imagine to create in connection to like intimacy, your family, your community, your tribe, like feeling like you belong there. I'm seeing the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the third eye. All right, let's get into the sign of Aries. Well, that's interesting. That's crazy. I just saw 10:04 on the clock when I looked up. So maybe you're connecting with an Aries here with this whole 4th house, 10th house energy. Or that placement could be significant. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Welcome in, Javon. I see air sign being up significant for you, Aries. All right. Expansive, intellectual, and inquisitive. On the bottom of the deck, it's Neptune. So Neptune is in the sign of your sign, right, Aries? So maybe you feel like a spiritual connection with someone, or you've been trying to escape this all up in your head type of thing here. Maybe it feels like you're connected to something that's connected to mysticism, and you feel like it's just an illusion. Like, is this actually going to be brought into my reality? Right? Because Neptune is like the subconscious mind, and air energy would be the conscious mind. Let's see what's going on. Great fortune is here. I see the number 26. So I don't know if it has to do with like your second house and your sixth house, like how you're connected with the mind, or someone that you're connecting with the mind. Second house is your resources. There's a sense of value there. Sixth house is where obviously this eclipse is taking place for you in Virgo. All right. So there's something about like your work and how you're bringing in money. And then however spirituality is tapped into the mindset. I don't know. So maybe there's like a message you want to send to somebody, or maybe it's like a telepathic message that you're trying to get to your person. That's so crazy. It's a main female that you're trying to tap in with. Maybe this main female does something for an occupation, or you watch this person. I don't know. You feel like you're getting a message to you. All right. So if you work together in the workplace, I'm seeing like the number 2. This would be like someone that's a high priestess, or you feel like this person has a sense of value and you want to have a partnership, and you need to be able to send out the message, or you're waiting for a message to come from this person. All right. In regards to an occupation, maybe you feel like this is, you know, you're the emperor to this empress, something like that. It's giving me synchronicities here. I'm seeing heavy Venus, because Venus rules over both the 2nd and the 7th houses. The Venus is in Virgo. That would be the person that you feel like you have a romantic connection with in regards to what you guys do for work. It's weird as fuck, bro. All right. Let's see. This person you desire, Aries. I'm trying to tell you, you have like a specific goal or a passion for this person, or you're craving something to be brought into fulfillment with this person. Maybe it's sexually. I don't know. She's naked. All right. I don't know. Okay. So I would imagine the way that you're attracting resources right now is in connection to somebody that has some sort of pull on your energy. It feels spiritual, but you feel like this person's talking to you. This would be like a friend. All right. It's a very intuitive type of connection that you have with this person, because this is like a Mercury and Cancer energy. The communication is coming through the subconscious state. All right. Like, you know, this person is talking to you. Okay. She's a high priestess. I'm trying to tell you, that main female, she's a high priestess. All right. You're probably not understanding like what this is, because it's like you can't see it. It's hidden. Crazy. You said you talking about you, right? I don't know. Help me help you, motherfuckers. Okay. I see something about like loyalty, determination with this person. There's a strength here that you have. I don't know. It kind of feels like maybe you feel like somebody's watching over you. The Queen of Swords. There goes that air energy there. All right. So it's all coming through the intellect. It's like secret communication. The 9 of Pentacles. Venus and Virgo. This would be someone that you feel a connection to in the workplace. Someone valuable. All right, but I don't know if this person's freed from your energy. That's crazy that I say that. It's almost like even if you wanted to get in contact with this person, you would think that they would reject you, or there seems to be like you miss this person, or it feels like they're far away. You've taken a loss. Like something here is happening overall, but you feel the connection of this person. It might just be an Aquarius, because I see the water bearer on that on this Great Fortune card. Maybe you desire this person coming back around. It's like, you know what I mean? Something like that. 10 of Wands. Kind of feels like you know something's wrapped up, though, because that's the card that speaks about, like, fulfillment. Like, it's over, it's done with, or this may seem to be, like, a heavy burden for you overall. Maybe you don't speak to this person. There's been, you know, a period of time where there's been, like, resting and rejuvenation. There's some negotiation on the table is how I'm hearing that. But there's someone that's very standoffish with the 7 of Wands. And it feels like you want to be assertive, but you feel like this person needs to travel to you. You need to travel to them, or someone's transitioned into moving on. All right. But again, it's kind of given like subconsciously is like, I apologize to you. I don't know if this is you, Aries, apologizing to this person or them apologizing to you. You know what I mean? It's like whoever that feminine energy is, you guys tap in. It's a companionship is what it is. It's like, I can't fuck with you. I can't talk to you, but I'm here. It's what it's giving me. That's a weird energy, but that's what I got. Moving on. Moving on. Maybe you guys are part of like the same community or something. I don't know. That was weird. Very weird. All right. Taurus. Taurus, you might have something change unexpectedly in regards to your 5th house placement. Because I've seen it as like a tower with Virgo. Something unexpectedly changes, Taurus, with your house of like love affairs, or you're shocked about something that someone knows. It would be like you're shocked that you're actually happy. I don't know. Let me stop talking shit, because I feel like you're shocked that you're actually happy with something. Hold on a second. That's crazy as hell, because I saw like the 6th house. But Virgo's energy for you, Taurus, is your 5th house. I don't know if there's something regarding like working from home. This is like the home environment. This is like your work. All right. The fall equinox, something shifts for you. This is going to be in your Libra placement. Libra is your 6th house. So us stepping into like the sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, the moon being in Libra, all of this energy coming in by like Sunday into Monday, something shifts for you in the dynamic of your 4th house, your home environment, which is Leo's placement. All right. Venus is officially out of Leo. All right. The moon is no longer in Leo. But you feel some sort of foundation, or that's what you're seeking, is something involving like a family, or I don't know. All right. Solar eclipse is taking place here in Virgo for you as well. So it kind of gives me you're in this in-between of like your home, your work, and then you've got the sun, the moon having a solar eclipse in your 5th house in Virgo's energy. So there's a potential for like a new love affair, or for you to actually be happy with something. Maybe you're creating something here. All right. Let's see what this is. Whoa. Do you feel connected to a mother figure that is a Virgo? Because I'm also getting that message. There's something like unexpected that happens in connection to your love life is what it feels. I don't know. It's in regards to work though. Like what you do for work. All right. Something for you ends. I don't know if you work. Hold on a second. I don't know if, again, whatever you do for work surrounds your home environment. Okay. And then it looks like something comes to an end. So the tower moment could be, it's because of you having some sort of connections to like a love affair, or that shifting the dynamic of what you do for work. It's something weird. Isn't today the 19th? Yes, it is. All right. So today something ends for you, Taurus. Something ends for you today. Maybe you're going to be going on some sort of journey as well. I just saw the journey card behind that. Let's see. Maybe you're like seeking a foundation with your family here. Maybe you want to be of service in that way. And that equinox is going to like put a spotlight on your happiness, on your joy, on your contentment. It speaks about love affairs. It speaks about your children. I don't know. Let's see. So I see a two-faced friend here. All right. Who's the two-faced friend? Someone that feels like you're dissatisfied with your life, or them theirs. I don't know. The letter C could be of significance. I see it 3 times. The letter C in numerology is Jupiter. Jupiter in Cancer, your 3rd house. This would be someone that you recently started talking to a lot. I'm just getting intuitive messages, you guys. I see the cat and I see cracked cup. So 333 is giving me. Maybe you need to have some sort of equilibrium in your life, within your mind, your body, your spirit. This could be with your work, your family, within yourself. There's something about the number 3. All right. And it looks like you're seeking a period of prosperity and abundance as well. Well, hot damn, am I tapped in today? All right, hold on. Let's get into this. There's something here about the number 11. I don't know if this is 11 years, if someone's birthday is on the 11th, or if you've been, you know, doing something 11 times, or I don't know. But I also see the number 11 being split in between 3 and 8. So your third house and your eighth house could be of significance. That's going to be Cancer. And your eighth house is Sagittarius. Cancer and Sagittarius is energy. It's a quincunx. It feels like you have some sort of discord in connection to where you live and what you do for work. A two-faced friend, dissatisfied with life, and you're like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm out of here. It's what it's giving me. Hold on. The sun. Oh my gosh. So the sun right now is shining in Virgo's energy. All right. In your fifth house. You're like, I'm over. I'm done with something. All right. Do you feel rejected by somebody, or you just feel like that's it? I'm over it. I'm discontent. I'm tired of being discontent. I want to be happy. The sun in Virgo is like your fifth house placement. Is where you know you're going to be happy. Maybe you're dissatisfied with your life. You feel like you've been dealing with two-faced ass people in the workplace. All right. Where you live is where you work. And the solar eclipse says go be happy with a new love affair, or go focus on your children, or just go focus on being content. Because right now you feel like you're discontent and you're fucking bored with whatever you're doing. Okay. Hold on. What the fuck? Seven of Wands. I feel like your goal is going to start being like you need to defend yourself or protecting yourself. I'm being drawn back to the number 11. I'm seeing the 11th house. This could be around like what you want in the near future, or an Aquarius could be of significance. Aquarius rules the 11th house. Maybe you feel that what you do in the workplace, or what someone else has some sort of effect on you in your workplace. You see someone as like, it's a feminine in this picture. So I'm seeing a feminine being of significance, like Empress energy, or how this person has some sort of strength. The King of Cups is here in the past. So I don't know if you have feelings for this person in the past. Queen of Cups, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you belong with somebody, or someone's your soulmate, but you don't know how to say that, or you're a little standoffish, or you got other shit going on that you can't seem to get things right within your emotional state. Like, you need to be stepping into your power right now. All right. I don't know if the person that you're dating has some sort of connections to who you work for, because this can also be a boss. All right. So if you live with someone, or this person is part of your family, then you feel like not only are you attached to that woman, but you're also attached to that woman's father, or you're attached to that person's, like, I don't know. There's something about a boss energy here. It's like you want a brand new beginning here with Uranus's energy. High Priestess. Like, intuitively, you already know it's time for change. The Page of Wands. And it's kind of like you already have an idea here about where you're going and why something's ending. See what I'm saying? Because it's giving me today something ends. Yeah. It's like you out of here. Somebody's out of here. This is Saturn in Pisces. Pisces is your 11th house. I'm trying to tell you. Something about the number 11, or Aquarius's energy, or just Saturn in Pisces, how you have to emotionally withdraw from something or someone. Okay? Show me more. Three of Swords. I'm telling you, it's an ending, it's a breakup, that's it. That's your message. I don't know. Something's done, it's done. I don't know. I just heard... Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let me get you a chakra real quick. I feel like I cheated you out. Taurus. I feel like you have a choice. Maybe this is in between many different areas in your life. You have free will. You want to have courage. You want your willpower back. Out here, 11th house, in case something to feel lost with here. You're having some sort of insight or awareness about how you feel. And you're having an awakening here about where you need to go as well. Because I'm seeing you need to action. This is solar plexus energy. All right. So that's what I'm Okay. Let's get into Gemini. Milo, I know you better cut that shit out. Here in this reading, so take it resonates. We're gonna get deep into it. Let's see. Aquarius is here for you, Gemini. Something innovative, rational, humanitarian. Aquarius, Gemini sits in your ninth house of spirituality or higher knowledge. Your mind right now could be on going back to school, possibly. All right. Maybe you're going to be doing some sort of humanitarian work. I see the 10th house for you. All right. So Aquarius's energy, you have Pallas in Aquarius, you have Pluto in Aquarius in your 9th house, but it's telling me something more so about Pisces in your 10th house, which is where Saturn is. So Saturn for you, maybe you feel like, Gemini, you're doing something innovative. It's in connection to your career. It's something that you want to do long term. You're doing something in or exposing something about your public life. All right. So maybe you have like a reputation to keep up with here. Vesta's now in Sagittarius's energy. Sagittarius is your opposing energy, Gemini. So this will be like a relationship that you feel devoted to or you sacrifice so much for. All right, what's on the bottom of the deck there? The equinox again. And that's coming through with Libra's energy. All right, so this fall equinox, Libra for you is going to be your 5th house. So maybe this is like a hobby that you have. Maybe you feel like you have a partnership and how you sacrifice and you devote something in connection to spirituality now that Vesta's in Sag in your 7th house. All right. And then there's something that you're doing innovatively, spiritually, that you're stepping in and you're creating some sort of structure with in your 10th house. Okay. This would be like part of your long-term career. Take that as it resonates. I don't know. Let's get you a chakra real quick. Self-esteem. So confidence, self-love, self-worth. Pride. I'm seeing number 21 is giving me like the world card or the solar eclipse that takes place in Virgo on the 21st could be happening over on your 4th house. Maybe there's some sort of inner healing that you've been doing. You need to be a little bit more self-confident. All right. Give yourself love. Know your worth. All right. You might look like you're a little bit in your pride or whatever. It's because of what you're creating here. Sacral chakra. All right. So maybe what you do regarding like a partnership with spirit, you need to create something, but you need to be confident in doing so because this is how you're going to be publicly put out there. Like you need to build some sort of reputation for yourself. Okay. It has to do with like your career, the partnership that you're going to, maybe you're contracted to something in regards to spirituality or higher knowledge, or maybe again, you're going back to school and you need to be seen as like learning something to become a teacher or some shit. Official person. It's giving me your 10th house placement, Saturn and Pisces. Maybe you're seen as the boss out this bitch. Straight up. From the 21st to the 22nd, we're seeing the moon and Virgo solar eclipse energy head into Libra's energy, which is your 5th house. This could be a hobby or something that you do that makes you really, really happy. All right. I see a message coming through as well from an official person. Something about this. Take that as it resonates. I don't know. Let's get into tea leaf real quick. I feel like you're becoming bossed up. Like you're going to be receiving some sort of message from an official person or something in connection to how you've been sacrificing and devoting for others. It's like now it's time to get innovative. Utilize this knowledge that you've obtained in your 9th house and bring it into your 10th house. It's like let's bring this into like starting a business. You're going to be very, very successful with this too. Very successful. All right. You're going to be experiencing some sort of loss. I don't know why, but... let's pull on the tarot. What the hell is this all about? Let's see. King of Swords, there you are. All right, so you're very innovative. You're very direct. You're very calculated. You know exactly what the hell's going on here. You're in your energy of being bossed up. You're someone in a position of authority right now. All right, your challenge here is the Hangman. So you were meant to see something in a different perspective. Maybe this is the reason why Pluto is transforming something in your house of spirituality or how you need to attain some sort of higher knowledge, okay? You're supposed to like do something differently this time around. so that you can be in your energy of feeling like the boss. So this is what I'm saying. You've got some sort of message coming your way. All right. You got some sort of like sudden changes that may be taking place. This could be like messages coming from abroad. So again, the message card is here. This could be about a message heading into like Vesta being in your 7th. The Queen of Pentacles is here. So we're wrapping up Virgo season. Okay, this has a lot to do with you being in your comfort. You could have been playing mommy role. This could have been like, I'm holding down the fort. You know what I'm saying? It's given now. Venus is in Virgo. Venus being in the 4th house. I would imagine that's like an exalted type of energy, right? Because Venus in Cancer is like you birthing something new. All right. Let's see. The Page of Cups. Something involving children as well. Maybe you seek to have like a child, or that's what's being communicated to you. All right. That you're going to be playing more of an official person to children, possibly. All right. You're going to be very successful, but you need to be a little bit more loving and caring and nurturing and be more confident in this position that you're going to be holding, because it looks like you're contracted to having a reputation as what you're stepping into involving spirituality. All right. Maybe you're supposed to lead children onto the path of becoming spiritual, something like this. It just kind of gives me that message. Like you're going to understand your role that you're having to play here in the near future. It's part of your direction and your life purpose. You could be very intuitive. This could involve like family members, friends. This could be kindred spirits that you're tapping into as well. It could be children. This could be, again, involving family. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be here long term. All right. I'm hearing keeping the family together. Keeping the family together. Yeah. Queen of Swords energy. Again, I feel like you would be the one that everybody goes to. Maybe you are going to be, I don't want to say you're going to be divorced, okay? But I do see the King and the Queen of Swords here. I don't know if it involves, like, your energy is typically seen as the King of Swords. You could be involved with another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that person's family or their children, something about that. Like you playing the mother figure to someone's children. Is that what it is? 4 of Pentacles. I told you there's something about holding down the fort. This is Sun in Capricorn, though, for you. All right, so Capricorn would be seen as your 8th house. Maybe you're going to be receiving some sort of inheritance here, okay? Or there's something going on with someone's deep emotional feelings that may be yours, or you're dealing with, what's that? 8th house is a Scorpio. I don't know, all right? There's something going on here with how things are transforming overall in your life at this time. 10 of Wands. It's going to be where you're feeling like you're carrying the heaviest burden of something here. All right. Or you feel like someone's burdened because of their soulmate. Something like this. All right. Try not to overwork yourself. Yeah. Try to protect your energy as much as possible. I would imagine some sort of message or something. All right. Somebody's waiting around for an opportunity in love or something like that. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be very successful. You're going to be seen as an official person. If this is you having or being contracted once again to something spiritual, it's going to end up working out. You might be playing the role of having to nurture someone's children at this time, Gemini. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into Cancer. I need to put you guys on the charger. If not, you're going to die. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. You said they're both fish. I'm cracking up. Cancer, you're going to the next step with something. That's what Spirit said. You're going to the next step with something. I saw 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you're taking 4 steps ahead instead of just 2 or 3 with something. Okay. Cancer. Whoa. Your 3rd house is being called out. That's where this whoa. Cancer, Leo. Okay. The solar eclipse is going to be taking place in your 3rd house. You're going to be moving somewhere, traveling, communicating about something. There could be something about you stepping into a role in the local community. All right, maybe you're like some sort of public speaker. There's also about intuitive messages coming through and that being heightened. Okay, because it's like the house of communication, but the moon is going to be there. Maybe your mother is a Gemini. I don't know. Just take that as it resonates. The lunar eclipse took place in Pisces, which technically, if that's Virgo there, Pisces would have been on the opposition of the third house, the ninth house. Okay. There's something that took place in your ninth house recently. All right. Maybe it has something to do with being illuminated that you have some sort of potential for higher knowledge with something. Okay. Vesta. Yeah, it has to do with like spiritual stuff. Vesta now being in the sign of Sagittarius for Cancer. That's a quincunx. Where is that placement? I would imagine that's going to be in what you do for work. Okay, your house, your placement for work. There's something that you're sacrificing and or devoting in the near future, or this is what's coming up overall for you, and how you're being of service to someone else. If it's something in the local community, this is about you bringing some sort of organization, maybe to like a community of people. Okay. It has to do something with you being of service, and this is what you're doing for work. I'm going to leave that there. That feels really weird. Maybe this is how you're attaining your resources or your finances at this time. Like you're very valuable. You have something of a possession that you can be of service to other people. Something like this. Okay. Let's see, Kipper, for sign of Cancer. Yeah. You're getting paid for this. Maybe you have some sort of partnership here, Cancer. You were having, it has to do anything involving the local. Your mother could be a Gemini. I was getting your siblings could be involved as well. Third house is siblings, it's cousins, you're gonna know. So you're on the right pathway here regarding something, Cancer. Let me get you a chakra. Well, I think I'm gonna change this reading to be called like, okay, so you have the will card here with the throat chakra. I feel like you're supposed to be like someone that's of service to someone else, speaking to them. All right. It's like doing something that's, I don't know, maybe you're helping the poor out. Were you given some sort of unexpected income to be of service to someone else in a way? Because it's like you have the willpower and the right direction of like self-control, assertiveness, but it's through the energy of your throat chakra. Like you being a spokesperson for someone and saying, okay, well, if you come and you join my community, this is what we offer. 111 on the clock. So this is a new beginning for you. All right. The 27th through the 30th could be of significance as well. That's like coming up next week. The 27th is this upcoming Saturday, and the 30th is where we end the month. So something about the ending of September is going to be a shift for you in regards to Sagittarius and Capricorn placements. So this is like a partnership in what you do for work. You're going to be receiving some unexpected income, and Spirit wants you to take that and utilize the energy of expression for you to continue moving forward on this specific journey. All right. You're meant to be like compassionate with others, vulnerable, loving. Yeah. Something having to do with like your gentleness, being of service to someone else. I really hope that my laptop doesn't die. Whatever. I wasn't prepared for this. It's all good. I get it. Let's get into the tea leaf. We're going to be here a while, y'all. Because I'm probably going to have to charge up my stuff. But we come in. We're going to finish this reading today. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be here a minute. So, a two-faced friend is coming out. Taurus just had this in their reading. All right. A cat. I see a dolphin here. So financial gain usually coming from something that you did in the past. So maybe someone that tried to like work behind your back or do something, a two-faced friend. All right. You actually getting paid out some sort of unexpected income overall. Were you in partnership with someone? And this is how you were making your money. And then I would imagine like something changed or something will be changing. Does it have anything to do with like you working in regards to communication, transportation, or doing something in your local community? You're getting something and being paid out something because you notice that that wasn't the pathway you were supposed to be on. Your pathway changes. All right, pathway and house. So I don't know, maybe you're on the pathway to buying a home, on the pathway to yeah, sudden wealth under there. Something that you did from home, it's like you're now getting paid out some sudden wealth because of that. I'm telling you. Check out the Venus and Virgo placement for your reading. All right. In the all signs that I did about yesterday. Yeah, check that reading out. Something, there might be a message for you in there. All right. Unsettled times and the need to plan ahead. I don't know. Are you having to sell your home? Because you get sudden wealth if you sell your home. You should accept valid criticism is what it's saying here. Well, damn. Oh, okay. Literally, I went, like you could be fucking stressed out about something right now. Nine of Swords, having to make a difficult decision. There could be like heated arguments over something here with a two-faced friend. The Death card. Scorpio's energy could be of significance for you. That's going to be your 5th house. All right, maybe you tried to go start something that was like a hobby or just an interest for work. 8 of Pentacles. Or something ends in your work environment. All right. The King of Cups. There's a heavy Scorpio placement here for you. So again, Cancer, that's your 5th house. Something's changing overall. Your partnership and or your, I'm speaking about like transits that are taking place in your 5th house in Scorpio's energy is Juno and Lilith. You have a sense of like power, vengeance in connection to like children, anything that stops your happiness. It's like if it's your marriage, you have vengeance towards someone that you're committed to in marriage, or your bond isn't the same. Temperance. So now your focus is solely on what you do for work. You're like, I'm just going to remain patient. I'm going to focus on my healing, and I'm just going to do something that's of service in what I do for work. Because you got Vesta in the sign of Sagittarius right now. So you could do like healing work. The 5 of Wands, because of the experience that you have currently right now with some sort of challenge that's happening in your life. Maybe it's like you feel conflicted about something. There's some sort of competition around you, or you feel challenged to do something. Look at this. Scorpio's energy here 3 times now. All right. So there's some sort of tower or some sort of unexpected change that comes in because you feel like you went up against somebody that was a two-faced friend. This could have been your lover. The Fool card. So you're having to go down like a brand new pathway here. All right. This is like a major change that takes place in your life, and it involves your 5th house. So your placement, your children, your happiness, your placement, the placements of your children, your happiness, a love affair, something took place overall, and now you're in this unsettled time. Are you finding it difficult to find work? Because what Spirit is telling you, you're about to receive some sort of unexpected income so that you can be assertive in the specific direction and where I just told you your resources are coming from. You're supposed to be doing some type of work that's compassionate and loving towards others. And you could involve yourself in the local community doing something in regards to transportation, communication. Your siblings could be involved. Your cousins. There's something that you're going to be sacrificing and or devoting your time for. So that way you receive whatever it is that you're meant to receive here. All right. The 7 of Swords. Somebody did something behind your back, bro, that forced you to go into a new beginning. Maybe you want to move forward as well. The message here is to be independent. The Page of Swords. Maybe you felt like somebody was spying in on you. Or all of your personal business, like what you had going on in your life, and this all caused you a major tower. The King of Wands. It could have been a fire sign. Aries, Leo, and or a Sagittarius. So for you, Cancer, those placements are your 2nd, your 6th, and your 10th houses. This had to do with like your money, what you were doing for work, and how you were building some sort of career for yourself. So if someone found out about something and they were a two-faced friend, it almost feels like you lose your job, or you go through some sort of massive ending where it could have been where you lose your house, or you know what I mean? You have to sell your home, something like this. Let me pull one more. Six of Swords. Like, you have to kind of accept this transition as it is what it is, and I've got to go. This is a change in your life to move into like calmer shores though. King of Pentacles. All right, in regards to what you do for your work or how you're going to make your money and be stable is how I just heard that. All right, we're moving on. Okay. What is going on today, Jazz? Okay. Let's get into Leo. All right. Leo. I just saw Aquarius, which is your opposing energy. Something about your relationships. I don't know. The super moon. So for Leo, the super moon that took place was in Pisces most recently. And that is going to be your 8th house. You're seeking intimacy? Leo is seeking intimacy, huh? The first quarter moon that took place in Gemini with a friend. Are you seeking intimacy with a friend, or that's what's going to be gaining momentum, or it has? There's something about something was illuminated to you there, or you were hyper aware about this connection that you had with this person intimately. It would have been a friend. Aquarius is coming out. So again, that's your opposing energy. Did you want to have some sort of relationship with this person? Someone that's very innovative, someone that was very rational here. And then I see the Ascendant. So you changed up your appearance, or you wanted to make a first impression on somebody. Did you wear a mask to this person, Leo? That's interesting, because I split the Spirit says split the deck. This would have been someone from your past life. Someone has a natural gift here. It could have been like a karmic challenge overall. So for you, Leo, this is in the placements of like your 2nd and your 8th houses. There's something about like your deep emotional feelings and something or someone that you see that is of value. So anytime I see like the South Node in conjunction with like a new moon solar eclipse happening in Virgo, South Node's in Virgo, the sun is in Virgo, you know what I'm saying? There's something taking place there, and it's like your 12th house, which is Cancer's energy, is like illuminated with some sort of, how do you call this? Sensitive energy for somebody. We're going to leave that message right there because I feel like I'm getting too deep. I might be losing you here. Hold on. So what's being called out in this reading is mostly your 6th house placements, which is about your money. All right. And where you have a sense of intimacy for a friend. And it's heightened overall. And I feel like your appearance right now is of significance. You feel like you want to make the right impression on somebody. Could be an Aquarius, or it could just be your Aquarius placement is your 7th house. It's someone that you feel like you've got feelings for, or you are married to. You feel like it's your responsibility to help take care of somebody. All right, because again, this new moon solar eclipse that's taking place is in the 8th house. That has to do with like you receiving some sort of inheritance, or you being connected to someone that you feel like you need to be a sense of resource for. It could be a friend though. Like, you know, something about you is very reliable. You do something to fulfillment. You have a sense of empowerment in this person's life. Or this is someone that has that energy for you. All right. And you feel the presence of this person, even if they're not genuinely in your energy. Somebody's either between the ages of 20 or 44. That's just a specific message. I don't know. Okay. 20 or 44 is like, this what I was getting. Mature woman and occupation. So you would feel like someone here is more mature. They own their own business. That type of shit. All right. So this person has taught you something about like being more responsible, or you feel that this is what you're learning from this person. You feel like somebody's stepping into the era of, I see you more mature now. I see you owning your own business, and I like that shit. It's giving me like you have this intimate connection with this person. It feels like a friend, but it feels like it's pushing you to make a better first impression to this person for whatever reason. Again, it's giving like a karmic challenge here that you've been overcoming with someone. All right. Whoa. I feel like you have a sense of compassion or some sort of like vulnerability for whoever this is. Ooh. Okay. The Two of Wands is here. All right, so there could be some sort of planning coming up. There could be travels involved. You could be thinking about like how to connect to this person because you feel like it's already over with the Two of Wands. This is someone you truly desire, or this seems to be like a wish fulfillment for you. So I don't know. I just heard like you want to see this person like make a come up. If this almost like you want to see this person be more responsible, become mature, own their own business. It's like I have intimacy for you. You understand that I'm here. This energy is gaining momentum. Like it kind of feels like you want this person to learn how to be a little bit more innovative, and you being the person that shows that first impression that you give a fuck about them. All right. Something has been like a little bit thrown off overall with the Hangman. Because that's Piscean energy. It's like if it involved like deep emotional feelings, or if you guys were, you know, having to deal with some sort of depth, or if there was like sex or something involved, you kind of like took a step back is what it's giving me with the Hangman. Because that's where the full moon lunar eclipse took place in Pisces in your 8th house. The Hierophant. It's because you're committed in marriage, or you want to be married to this person, the Hierophant. Maybe there was a lesson to be learned and why you had to reject somebody. Ooh. So if you're married and you're dealing with a friend and this is somebody you truly care for, you want to see them make a come up, but you feel like you're married and you kind of had to reject this person. But you feel intuitively like their presence is still with you. This is crazy, bro. The Lovers, I'm telling you, it's because you have a connection to this person. I feel like you do love this person. But you have to be focused more so on your responsibilities or showing them how to be responsible with their shit. The Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands. This will be like a younger person or someone that you find attractive. Maybe this person, if it's a female, they have a child that you feel like they need to be a better example for, or some shit like this. The Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. If you come in and offer this person something, you're going to keep that a secret. Because you're going to feel like you... Or if you made an offer to give this person something, they're probably like, nah, I think I'm cool. Because I see the Seven of Swords. It's almost like you feel like you're going to be deceptive if you do that. Or this person is going to feel like you're acting funny. You see what I'm saying? So this is the reason why you rejected somebody. It's because it would have been coming through like, oh, well, you know, there's a sense of jealousy or envy, or I'm just doing this to be spiteful. I don't think that's what this is. You actually give a fuck about this person, bro. Sis, whoever you are. I feel like you have some sort of spiritual strength here overall, and where you feel like you need to be an example to this person for whatever reason. Maybe you feel like you having a love affair with this person is going to be a problem. That's what I'm also seeing as well. Because this is your 5th house, Sagittarian energy, and here's Aquarius. This is your 7th house. If you get involved with this person romantically, it's going to be a shit show. I don't know who you're dealing with here, but I feel like you know somebody that you need to like, you have feelings for this person. It's been illuminated. You have some sort of like momentum that gained there with this person. Maybe it was just sexually, but then you knew you had to let it go. It would have been seen as like a karmic challenge with you trying to overcome something from the past. That's weird as hell. Virgo. Okay. Well, I hope my laptop doesn't die, y'all. It might die. It might die. Thank you, Brenda. Virgo. Where am I at? Hold on, y'all. Oh, no, not yet. Let me stop talking shit. Just leave it alone, Johnny. Virgo's energy. So this new moon solar eclipse is happening for you in your first house. All right. You got Venus in Virgo now. All right. So you could be focusing on looking good. You need to get, you know what I mean, cleaned up. Have, or make your first impression a good one. Something like that. You could be more connected to a mother figure right now. Neptune's energy is coming out for you, Virgo. In the sign of Aries. So that happens to be in your 8th house. All right. Are you trying to escape something that has you really tapped into your deep emotional feelings? Because that could be it. All right. I just heard you need to gain your power back. That's crazy. Because I'm seeing the moon. Something has you really deep into your feelings. All right. And you're trying to escape that. Are you trying to escape your emotions? Exactly. Because Neptune's in the 8th house. That's all about deep emotional feelings. Do you have like this gut instinct that tells you something, or subconsciously you understand something? And it could have to do with things that needs to transform in your life, maybe. Mars is in the sign of Libra right now. For you, it's your 2nd house. You need to take action on how you see yourself being of value. You need to make money. You need to be more confident. You need to focus on how you call it, confidence for you overall. And that could be like a, you know, that could be a conflict for you. This is actually where the energy is gaining momentum right now, and where you feel like you need to be the most dedicated. So your 6th house placements could be of significance. What's that for you, Virgo? All of your mutable energies. So the 12th house, the 3rd house, the 6th house, the 9th house. There's something about you that needs to change. Because mutable energies require for you to be adaptable and flexible and allow changes to happen so everything aligns. But you're going through something here involving like escaping your subconscious state, or trying to escape a mother figure. I just felt that with the moon being here too. All right. Or you feel like you're like very competitive in connection to Libra being in your 2nd house. You don't feel that you're of value, or you need to be assertive in that direction. Something like that. Yeah, I'm telling you, something has to change. Maybe you're relocating, okay? Maybe you're going to be moving in order for you to go focus on your money. Yeah. Maybe the 11th of September could have been of significance. Are you going to become a cop? I see 911. That's interesting. I just saw, someone please call 911. No. What? Let's see. What's going on here? All right, we're getting somewhere, y'all. We're getting somewhere. I got a little charge on the phone. Victory in some sort of endeavor. A pathway with money is waiting for you to find it. I told you. Mars is in Libra. Go get that money. That's where you're going to be victorious. Is in your money right now, Virgo. Go make that bag. And control your anger, or you're going to be sorry. Because if not, you're going to be getting the fuck away from wherever you are. You know why? Because Mars is in connection to anger, competition. All right? Like you feel like you assertive in the direction of making your money. You trying to trample over everybody right now. All right, you got news, good news coming on the way. All right. Let's see what your chakra says. I would imagine it to be like root chakra energy if it has to do with your money. Let's see. So the sun is about to shine in Libra for you, Virgo. You need to go make that bag, for real. Go focus on that wealth. Somebody's name could start with a V in connection to your money path. And this person ain't gonna take no shit. So control your anger. What I told you. Root chakra. All right. So you need to kind of like bring stability into your life. Focus more so on your practicality. All right. In your life. And then the presence of, I don't know, nature could be of significance as well. I mean, you are an earth sign. All right. The sun has been shining in Virgo. We had Mercury in Virgo for a while. Now we got Venus in Virgo. But I feel like your placements are moving you towards money. Go towards money. Listen to your gut instinct, that intuition that's telling you. All right, you're being guided in the right direction. I am your messenger, Virgo. Okay. I am your messenger. What else am I missing here? Oh, that's it. All right, let's pull the tarot. God damn. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just heard Mars moving into Scorpio for you. That's going to be moving into your 3rd house. So maybe you're going to be assertive in communicating something. It could be involving transportation. Your local community maybe could be of significance. All right. Mars in Scorpio, it's going to be like you're going to be assertive. Be sure that you don't come off to be a little, oh, that's why it said control your anger. You're going to be sorry. If you're moving into a direction of your money path and Mars moves into Scorpio this week, that means that you could, the way that you communicate to people, it could come off to be that you express a lot of your anger. Mars is anger. All right, so try to remain grounded. There's something that you don't see coming, but it's going to be very successful. Maybe you need to face your fears in order for you to be successful. That was like another message. Face your fears. When the moon moves into Libra, you're going to be very successful. So that happens on Sunday into Monday, Tuesday, and then into Wednesday. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay. Yeah, you got some sort of news coming in on the way. Be careful that the way that you communicate to people is not like, rah, like you're going to be mad as hell. All right. You're going to be mad as hell. So you need to go focus on putting that assertiveness into your money, not in the way that you speak to people. Just chill back. Be a little bit more compassionate, loving. Focus on your energy of your emotional state because you're going through some sort of deep transformational, like, energies here where you're like tapped in for some whatever reason in your subconscious mind. All right, you need to have and or follow what your strengths are, is how I heard it. All right, and the devil, be careful of the ego with you. Why do I feel like I'm like talking to a damn kid here? I don't listen. Your ego is a problem. All right, it kind of looks like where you need to be investing your time, your energy, and or your money, your resources is in building something. All right. Maybe you're trying to attract love, or that's the wrong direction to be going in right now. Virgo opposing Pisces. You just had a full moon in illumination in your love life. Calm down. Because that means that that was coming to an ending, or something was illuminated to you about partnerships. And the partnership that you're leading, if it ain't leading you to money, go sit the fuck down somewhere and find a job or something like that. I don't know. It's given that. You could be surrounded by friends or family right now with the 3 of Cups. You could be celebrating something as well. And you're about to be like leaving home. I'm telling you, you're about to be changing locations or something. Because you need to go create stability. I think I need to leave your reading there. Yeah, you're going to be happier there anyway. 9 of Cups. You're going to get exactly what you desire. All right, so moving on. You got news on the way again, I told you. Mars and Scorpio, news on the way. Yeah, you're going to be more assertive. All right. Okay, moving on. Libra. Thank you, Brenda. All right, now, Jazz, get your shit together. Libra. Solar eclipse for Libra happening in the sign of Virgo in the 12th house. South node. They want you to focus on work. You have a natural gift or something, or you feel like something's been a karmic challenge for you, Libra, that you've been trying to overcome in connection to your past life. I just heard renting. I don't know if you're trying to find somewhere to rent, or it's been a karmic challenge with this, I don't know, finding work, finding somewhere to rent. All right. I don't know if you feel like you have a past life connection to a specific pet. That's a specific message for somebody. You have like a past life connection with a pet. Weird. I promise you. It's crazy. All right, Libra. So the South Node that's taking place for you overall in the 12th house, in conjunction with the moon, in conjunction with how you call it, who else is there? Well, Venus in the 12th house is good for you. Yeah, that's good for you, Libra. See what I'm saying? Something about the way that you're tapped in to your subconscious, you're getting like efficient subconscious messages or something coming in. You feel a little bit more, or be careful because something requires for you to be functional. Whoa. Scorpio's energy is going to be a significance for you too. It has something to do with your money. There's something transforming in connection to your money. Maybe you were in marriage before or committed before, all right, to something, or how you attained your resources. Juno's in Scorpio right now. All right, so marriage, commitment, and bonding with deep, intense transformation in connection to your second house. That could be your value. You feel like you're decreasing in value. Fuck that. Yeah, it's like mutable. Something is changing your life. Remain adaptable to, ain't nothing wrong with you, Libra. What? Were you dealing with an Aquarius before as I split the deck? You could be a little bit more versatile right now when it comes to the subconscious and the conscious state as well. Let me get a chakra for you. I don't know why I just got transformational energy that's happening in your second house in regards to you being committed in marriage. And now you're dealing with the karmic challenge and having to learn how to be a little bit more analytical and efficient. And having the opposition to your sixth house of like your routines, or again, having to have difficulties with like renting something, or having a like past life connection to a pet. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why I just got really pissed off. That just, ooh. Solar plexus. And it just like it's something's driving you to just go. Just hurry up and go. Visualization. You have something that you've envisioned here overall. Your focus is on something. You've experienced something and it's like now you know where you need to manifest. What's happening here? Solar plexus is like you're on go. Just go. Family room. I'm telling you, it has something to do with like deep emotional transformational energies. I see the number 15 here and I see the number 21. I'm seeing the devil and I'm seeing the world card. Were you connected to someone that had like a position of authority or something? Okay, like you feel like there's some sort of restriction, Saturn now being in Pisces, where you feel that there's been some sort of restriction over you finding somewhere to live. I'm telling you, something about a family room, like renting a home or something. You feel like there's like structure that's needed there or some sort of restriction. And where you're like, I need to just go. I'm going through this deep ass intense transformational energy in the house of my resources, my value, how it's been, you know, affecting my materialistic things because of who and or what I was committed to in marriage, and how this has been something that's been connected since like past life. You need to feel like you're a little bit more efficient and analytical to find out the details of things that may feel that it's of the unseen. Maybe it's a message that you need to get over with somebody, or a message to somebody, or understand. I just heard understanding the message because you already visualize what it is through experience. You're manifesting something different. Ooh, I told you I feel pissed off in your reading. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why, but I do. Maybe you feel like you're the one that needs to take control, take action with something in regards to your own family, and there could be restrictions there, Libra. You're not happy about it either. You seen the light just dim real dark and then it came back out. You got this. Like, you're going to get to the other side of this. Don't worry. So you could have been dealing with, I told you, an arrogant ass, boastful person that you know you shouldn't have crossed. This bitch ass motherfucker, they're in their ego, they're in their pride, it's giving the rooster. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. I already felt the energy in your reading. You were dealing or were committed to somebody in marriage. It could have been an Aquarius that felt that they had a sense of authority over you, maybe. This person could have been like very rebellious. You've got other opportunities that are waiting for you, things that are going to open up for you. And that's in regards to full moon and Pisces and where that took placement in your 6th house. Yeah. So it has to do with like work and where you want to achieve a goal or be successful with something. Again, you've got news that's on the way too. So Mercury and Libra now being in your sign, you could be the one that's going to be like the spokesperson of this is what I went through. This is what I've experienced. This is how I want everyone to see me now that I've gone through this deep transformational change in my life and how it's affected me since the past life. Something like that. Well, damn. All right, let me get a message here. Michelle said, well, hot damn. Yeah, we getting into it. That's right. All right. This could have been in connection to like one of your past lovers. Maybe you felt rejected from this person, or you feel like you missed some sort of opportunity with this person, and now you feel in this energy of like having to overcome. Maybe you feel like you don't want love in your life anymore because of that fucking person. Because maybe Spirit is trying to bring you somebody in. Aquarius is your 5th house. Duh, Libra. This would have had to do with some sort of love affair that you had going on, or the person you have children by. Yes. For sure. See what I'm saying? Some sort of unexpected change that took place in your 2nd house. It kind of like fucked with your value, like your self-value. Major changes that took place there. The Tower. It feels like everything around you went to shit. And you had to emotionally withdraw from the entire world. And find, I just heard, and find order in your life. 7 of Swords, because you were dealing with some sort of deceptive ass person, someone that lied to you. All right, I'm seeing the moon in Aquarius, Aquarius being your 5th house. This would have been seen as your ex-lover or something like that. Damn. And now you're focusing just on your bag. All right, so Venus in Virgo, it's a good placement for you. It is an area where you can find love, okay? It gives you a sense of freedom, of independence, and of making you feel like I have enough money now to go and do what it is that I have to do. That's what it's given. Maybe you've been like the wounded one out here, trying to like make it through difficult times. Or you find it hard to communicate to other people because you have a boundary up. All right. Sagittarius is your 3rd house placements. That's the way that you communicate to other people. Maybe you're not open to communicating to somebody, but the minute that you do, you get something reciprocated to you in your favor. Somebody feels a sense of compassion for you because this is the moon in Taurus. Not that that's what you're seeking, but maybe you receive some sort of assistance is what I'm getting. So Taurus being your 2nd house, you're about to receive some sort of inheritance as well. You're going to be gifted with something. But you need to be able to ask for help, or I don't know. There's like new opportunities that are waiting for you because of what you've dealt with. The Knight of Pentacles, you've been delayed for far too long, baby. It's time to move on. Yes, and I see your opposing energy. Somebody's waiting right there for you. This is your house of partnerships. Neptune right now is in the sign of Aries. Maybe you feel like it's an illusion, me actually finding love in the near future. And that's what's being reviewed right now. And you have a core wound going on right there. Because Chiron's in Aries in retrograde. You got a lot going on regarding your family, your home, how you're overcoming this transformation, the opportunities that are opening up for you, who this asshole that you dealt with in the past, and how you're going to be working on yourself in the near future. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. You got this. You got this. All right. Damn, that felt mad deep. That felt like mad deep. Give me 1 second, you guys. I gotta kind of get chargers going. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do the best I can here because I gotta like make sure I don't die down. Okay. Scorpio. Okay. If I have to cut this short, I will come back and finish. Don't worry. I'll make it like a part 2 or something. All right, Scorpio. I don't know. I just looked up Scorpio and I was looking at Libra at the 3rd degree. And where I said in the beginning of this reading, there was a reformulation of eternal energy. So it said every breath is another beginning to yet another unique expression of life. You're possibly feeling like you're at the dawn of a new day and everything in your life has changed. I'm just going to say it like that because I was drawn to that again. You've got Gaia here with earth energies, nature, and how you're in this energy of embodiment. And you've got Aries that speaks all about self-care, wellness, agriculture. It speaks about parenting as well. Where's Aries right now? Give me 1 second. It's in the sign of Aries. So this is about how you're being of service, possibly with parenting. Your health could be of significance, wellness, and you could be attracted to like growing your own foods or something like this. All right, like in connection to earthly things. It's an earthly house. Welcome in, Maria. Yeah. I see Pisces of significance for you. So your children are very significant to this energy. As Pisces energy is where the full moon took place for you. So maybe you feel like you have some sort of heightened intuition or maternal instinct, or it kind of feels like you have some like intuitive, dreamy type of energy that you've been in recently. Your psyche is here as well in the sign of Gemini. Gemini being in your ruling home in the 8th house. Something's transforming in connection to how your mind works, or you're connected to your soul in some sort of way. Okay, hold on. Your earth placements in your chart are going to be of significance. This is what Spirit is telling me. I don't know where Gaia is currently right now, but the message is how you need to feel more grounded and tapped into your health, your parenting, your wellness, meaning, you know, the way that you feed your body, your exercising, your dieting, whatever, your mental relaxation, all that good stuff. I see main male and this energy of despair. So you could be going through like a difficult time right now that you're trying to overcome over like a privileged lady. Do you feel that you have a connection with this privileged lady here? Or you're the privileged lady and you know someone that's in this energy of despair. It could be a masculine energy. Okay? Hold on a second. Oh. You could be dealing with an Aries. I see in the 1st house. This person could be like around 32 years old or something like that. Somebody recently just lost a job. Or you feel that you're the provider here if you're this privileged lady. I don't know. Let's see. You have fears, worries, or tense situations around you right now. With the dagger. Do you feel like somebody's like backstabbing you somehow, some way? Or you just feel like that in general? It says also to beware of greed. What's happening in your house of resources right now? Your earth placements are going to be for you, Scorpio. Oh my gosh. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. This is going to be in your 11th, your 3rd, well, let me just say it, your 3rd, your 7th, and your 11th houses. So this could be about like feeling a little bit more grounded, let's just say, in the way that you communicate. Or you traveling and going to short distances could be of significance for you releasing what's going on more so in your subconscious state. If you have specific partnerships around you that are more beneficial for you remaining in this great health, or you having a specific friend around you that's going to guide you through the process of overcoming some sort of fear, worry, or tense situation. But it's telling you to beware of greed. I don't know why. You may know somebody that has like a Chinese astrology sign of the pig. That person could be, let me give you these details because this would like identify the person you're dealing with overall. The year of the pig is someone that's like, that's crazy because it was right here that the spirit is telling me something. Hold on. All right, so the characteristics either of you or of this person you're dealing with could be someone that's like playful, friendly, sensitive, caring, considerate, and kind, or the characteristics of this person could be laid back, immature, simple-minded, not financially intelligent. And it says the negative side of this is that you trust too much, you're naive, and or you could easily fall into traps. But the expected opportunities here is that you're actively learning new skills and or you could be seizing new opportunities. Your best hours of the day could be during from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Just side message. I don't know if that's what this is. All right. And then it says hidden secrets can harm you. So, sorrow over loss. I don't know if you felt that you lost somebody, or you're hiding something from somebody, or you were being greedy with something or somebody, or this is the type of person that I am demonstrating here, and where it's connected to some sort of fear that you have in connection to like a tense situation. Someone possibly has psychic abilities, or this is you finally attaining this type of thing, and I feel like you being in great wellness right now is of significance. With Sirius being in the sign of what was it, Aries? All right, something having to do with like embodying the energy of nature. So being out in nature more could be of significance because it takes you out of this dreamy state and puts you into your psyche, which taps you into your conscious mind. And psyche being right now, again, in the sign of Gemini. For you, that's like where you're transforming something. That's your ruling house. So you're going through like a deep, intense, transformational type of energy. Where's my deck? Oh, I didn't get you guys a chakra. Hold on. Heart chakra. So you definitely are focused more so on your air placements in your chart right now. The 3rd, the 7th, and the 11th houses. All right. You desire love in your life. All right. With the heart chakra down at the bottom of the deck, this is you having some sort of personal boundaries up right now. With whoever it is that you choose to be around, or where you're remaining assertive, or where your authenticity is, or how you feel a sense of empowerment. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. You may feel that you need to be the more stern one involving those that you choose to be around. That brings a sense of happiness into your life as well. Because Saturn's in Pisces in your 5th house. Why do you feel like there's some sort of restriction in your love life? Or you need to be the one that's stern in connection to you parenting your children. That's what I'm getting here. Yep, that's what I'm getting. The World card is here. All right, so something could be like an ending to a brand new beginning for you. It could be a different experience. All right, maybe you know that you're ready for a new cycle to come in your life. Yeah, it could be like you're trying to like plan on things for the near future, and you need to overcome some sort of fear that you have here. Maybe this is something that you've envisioned in making progress with. Your Aries placement is being called out as well. I see 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands. That is Aries energy in your 6th house. So your health is being called out significantly. Like it's a big deal for you right now. 3 of Pentacles. Maybe you're collaborating a lot at work. All right, because Capricorn's energy right here, it means that you're like an authority figure at work. Maybe you were involved in doing something for the local community as well. The Queen of Swords. Why is this energy here? You could be very direct. You could be single right now. You could be seen as someone that knows exactly what it is that you want. And the Knight of Cups. And in the near future, you're going to be seeking love. I just heard Mars and Scorpio for you too. You're going to be like assertive in what it is that you desire. Mars is energy. And that's your ruling planet. So it's going to be like forceful. It's going to be there. Be careful of ego and pride as well right now. You need to defend and or protect your energy at all costs. All right. If you know that there's hidden secrets that can harm you, if you know that you've been in this energy of greed, or someone around you is being in this energy of greed, maybe there's this main male that doesn't have work and they're seeking resources from you. Maybe they're being greedy off of what you're building for yourself, but you're having to be structured in connection to how you maintain your health, focusing on your children, having some sort of partnership right now, and feeling contracted to something almost. Because the Queen of Swords could feel like contracted to something. You got a lot going on, Scorpio. The Eight of Pentacles, maybe it's regards and what. All right, you guys, so this has a lot to do with like you carrying a heavy burden on you right now. It feels like you've got a lot of involvement in a lot of different things. All right, so you could feel like trapped up in your head, and that's where the fear could be coming from. All right, in connections to like 10 situations. Maybe it does have to do with what you do for work as well. All right, maybe you feel like you're having to do it all alone or something, or you're having to really focus here. That's what it's giving me, like a heavy focus. The Devil's energy. It's kind of bringing like the meanness out of you, is how I heard it. Maybe you're tired of being attached to like toxic situations, or you feel that there's something going on in your energy where, again, it kind of feel like hidden secrets can harm you, something like that. And I see that's exactly what you want to withdraw from. It's given Saturn and Pisces again. So if you need to be like very restrictive, or you need to be the structured one in connection to your happiness, your love life, you're probably keeping it on a DL, or you're protecting your children, or there could be the sense of like teaching something to someone, or you being more stern in the connection to your happiness. Okay? The Hierophant is here. That's your opposing energy. Maybe you're seeking marriage moving forward. You want to be more so living a traditional type of life, or having some sort of sense of value here. All right, in connection to your partnerships. All right, I'm leaving you guys this reading now. Whoa. 1 second. My stomach hurt. All right, let's get into Sagittarius. All right, hold on a second. Sagittarius. Let's see. Somebody's being real messy this weekend, Sag. Somebody being real messy. Let's see. All right, Sag. So there's something in regards to the retrogrades that are taking place. I mean, I can like name them all, but we've got Pluto in Aquarius. So there's something being reviewed in transformation when it comes to like a specific community of people, or the way that you communicate, the way that you think, the thought process, or how you travel, is how I heard it. All right, we've got in Piscean energy, there's something being reviewed in your home environment. There's something being reviewed in connection to your love life, or your relationships in love, or children, you wanting children, something like this. All right, the retrograde phases right now that are taking place are of significance. What's another major one? Neptune, Saturn, Pluto. And then the asteroids. I think we said them all. We've got Uranus and Gemini, so there's a review in your relationships as well, or partnerships or contracts. Lilith is here in the sign of Scorpio. So for you, this is about work. You have a sense of power, or you're like an activist in your work community. You have a sense of vengeance when it comes to the power that you have in overcoming some sort of I would imagine it's having to do with your health or your wellness. It's Lilith in Scorpio. That's your house of wellness in your 6th house. Your Libra placement is also being called out, which has to do with possibly like your friends, bringing harmony and balance in connections with your friends. So Mercury now being in Libra, sitting in your 11th house. We have the sun entering Libra in your 11th house. So there's something going on with like you finding harmony and balance with those that are very like intellectually suited. See the waning moon right here? It says you've harvested something, or there was this energy of reception and gratitude. Full moon in Pisces, when you give this moon, it would have taken place in Aries, which has to do with a love affair or something like that, or something that brought happiness into your life. After you've seen the full moon in your house of home. This could be like you finding a new partner and having like a love affair, and where these situations of retrograde are being reviewed in your home, and the way that you communicate, in your love life. It's like everything's happening exactly the way it needs to happen, but your vengeance right now is focusing more so on your health. But you're bringing harmony and balance and connections with like groups of people, your friends, some sort of like, I don't know. It feels like innovative, futuristic type of stuff. All right, give me 1 second. Occupation. Are you planning on changing what you do in regards for work? So Sag, this new moon lunar eclipse is taking place in your 10th house, meaning that what you do for work could be, you have the potential for something. That's crazy because Spirit just showed me the 10th house. You're going to be going on a new journey here. So in regards to what took place with this solar eclipse and the full moon lunar eclipse that took place last 2 weeks ago, right? There's something about you journeying into a new career, and or the significance of a home environment with these specific oppositions with Virgo and Pisces. And these are where the nodes are, right? So we're speaking about like North Node, South Node. You find it a little bit more karmically challenging with the journey of your career, but you feel that your North Node destiny says that you need to move into a new home or something like this. But your occupation is being called to significance of what I'm picking up here. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like you want to like go buy your new home or something, or go rent a home. I don't know. It's given a home environment. Maybe you feel like you're restrictive in your home environment. Saturn's there. Could be like a tough mother figure, father figure type of energy. Because, I mean, both, you know, full moon took place. That's mother figure, father figure, Saturn. There was a conjunction there. All right. Now you're like, well, I think I'm just going to go focus on my career. But obviously, you still have to deal with your regards to what's happening in the home environment. All right. So you're seeking peace and harmony once again, Libra energy. And this could be surrounded by like friends at this time. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Maybe you're surrounded by spiritual friends. And I also see someone you know is undependable and insincere. Why do I feel like that's bringing me back to whatever's happening in your home environment? Because something was illuminated more so in connection to your home environment. Maybe you felt that there was heightened emotions there. You felt that there was someone independable, insincere, and then the opportunity or the windfall that comes in would be in your occupation, rather, with this new moon solar eclipse happening in Virgo, rather, in your 10th house. So this could be like a new partnership or something that comes into balance for you that you were expecting. This could be good news, right? 11th house is like a wish fulfillment for you. Let's get a chakra. Sexuality. I feel like your passion is being called to like focus more so on passion in your life. So again, where you're being reviewed right now with Neptune in Aries and Chiron being in Aries in your 5th house, Sag, it kind of feels like you have a core wound there. You want to have some sort of love affair. You want a sense of happiness, but you've got other things going on in your life right now regarding home and your career. All right, so you could be a little bit more open with your sexuality. All right, I don't know if you're open to like sharing your sexual partners, but that could have been of significance as well. All right, and then or focusing more so on beauty, or feeling like you need to be honored in some sort of way. That's interesting. This could be something that's in your subconscious. I just seen the number 13 and it was giving me like the death card. So if you're going through a transformation, and your transformation could be happening like in your sexual preferences, that's side note. Okay, side note, I don't know. Maybe you do. You have choices here. You have choices. Okay. Let's get into the tarot of this. Wow. I'm cracking up. The Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of people are just kind of like looking in to see what you have going on. All right, this could be you gathering information about changes that are going to be taking place in your life, and you're like over here scared as shit. Like, what'd you just say? Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? Because I feel like you're going to be a little bit on the defensive side. Like, that's not what I'm going through. Well, maybe I'm trying to align you with where you should be focusing at least. Yeah, here you are, Moon in Sagittarian energy. You could have like this boundary up, or this energy of like protection, where you're like, wait a minute, I don't think I was ready for that. Tiff, thank you for becoming a member. Again, I want to say again, I don't know. Listen, you have like this boundary up of like, I don't want that to be like my first impression. I don't want people to see me that way. That's what this is. Okay. You've got Vesta in your 1st house now, which is the asteroid of spirituality, and it speaks about you sacrificing and devoting so much of yourself for others. That probably is what needs to come to an end. I see the 13 again, Scorpio's energy, that being your 12th house. You're going through like a spiritual transformation possibly in your life right now, and you're like, what'd you just say? So you've got to surround yourself by peace and harmony and spiritual friends, because you know that those that are not, you know, they're undependable and insincere, those aren't the people you're supposed to be around right now. Your vengeance or your power is in connection to your health. I'm seeing how you call it, there's a sense of you know, retrogrades that are happening specifically in your life that's meant to bring you into alignment with something. The King of Swords overall. Maybe you feel that there's a very structured person in your life. All right, this very stern person in your life. It's giving a Gemini energy. This could be someone that you have a relationship with, or you feel contracted to, or it feels like you want to build on some sort of partnership here, where you actually have people watching you, and they're like, why do you have your guard up? Why do you, you know, stand ground so much? It's because you're transforming as a person, is what it's given. 9 of Cups. So everything that you desire is going to help you emotionally fulfill, number one. It gives you a sense of inner peace. And again, it has a sense of bringing you a comfort, because this is Jupiter in Pisces, your 4th house. You want a sense of comfort moving forward. The Magician is here. You're manifesting. Again, I feel like your friends or your family could be of significance, those that are closest to you. Maybe you're just identifying that you have some sort of heightened intuition or something like this. But this seems to be a conflict for you, or a challenge. Why? Because it kind of leads you into becoming who you are, a little bit more passionate about the things that you want to bring in for yourself, rather than always wanting to do for other people. The Queen of Cups is here. Who do you have love for? Is it a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces? Or you're this feminine energy overall in your element. You know what I mean? Like, you're a fire sign, but you're stepping into being a little bit more compassionate and vulnerable with others. I don't know. There's a sense of comfort that you need around you, or that could be, you know what I mean, part of one of your core wounds that you're overcoming. It's something about that. All right, it's something about that. Okay. Let's clear this out. Let's get into Capricorn. All right. Whoa. 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 Capricorn. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Sorry for the disruption. Capricorn. Pluto is what's coming out for you. All right, so this is transformational energies, a death and the rebirth, or something being regenerated in connection to Aquarius's energy, because that's where it is right now in your second house of your finances. Okay, let's see what's going on. Well, I see the full moon energy being here. So full moon in Pisces would have been, for you Capricorn, in the third house. Something was illuminated, or there was something that you needed to release. Something was transforming in connection to your material possessions. It could have been a vehicle. Full moon in Pisces would have been in your third house. It could have been a vehicle, transportation. All right, something materialistic. Maybe it has something to do with transformational energies in connection to your self-value, your self-confidence. And now full moon, you're illuminating how you feel about something through communication. All right, something about this. Let's see. Waning gibbous moon is here, and that also took place, but that happened in the sign of Aries. So for you Capricorn, this would have been involving the house of home. All right, maybe you had to release a home. Maybe you had to release something, communicate about it so that you could deal with some sort of inner healing. There would have been a lot of transformational energies that have been taking place in connection to your second house. All right, meaning your possessions, your finances, having to do with something that you valued and having that be illuminated and showing gratitude for as long as you've held it, is how I heard it. All right, first quarter moon took place, when was that? In Sagittarius's energy. So that took place for you in your 12th house. There was something that was gaining momentum or you showed initiative for in your 12th house. Right? So you could have been like, something would have been gaining momentum in connection to something that you felt like compassion for, or felt that you had a spiritual connection to, or felt that you needed to be a little bit more vulnerable to be able to express love. Something like this. Okay. Let me get you a chakra really quickly. Yeah, it had a lot to do with something that was going to be releasing your inner child. This was Aries energy, all right, your fourth house. So something that made you feel that there was a sense of playfulness around you, lightheartedness, a sense of innocence or wonder. All right, it had a connection to do with your possessions. I'm telling you, it could have been a home. Like the home that you grew up in, something was transforming. Maybe you had to sell that home because you needed more of the material gain. If that was one of your possessions, you had to sell that home. There was some sort of, I would imagine, a property that you had to get rid of, whether that was the vehicle, something like this. All right, so this had to do with like your belongings, your finances, something that was an asset to you. All right, in order for you to overcome this inner healing, it possibly had a connection to do with a mother figure. The waning gibbous moon and where you started to release after the full moon was showing gratitude and you understanding there was a sense of inner child healing with that. All right, let's see. I just heard like, wow. I just heard Taurus's energy. Taurus. All right, so there is a message of concern here, all right, about something regarding high honor, So I don't know if you were taking a promotion or if you needed to travel. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this. I see temperance and I see Hierophant and I'm sorry. I see temperance and I see the high priestess and the Hierophant energy. Are you a spiritual teacher, Capricorn? The message of concern with high honor was like, you can't be connected to materialistic things. You now belong to spirit. That's how I heard that. That's crazy as hell, but that's what I heard. All right. It's almost like you show gratitude for the things that you were able to hold on to. Now that you have to release that with the full moon energy, it would have had to do with something that was transforming in your life. Yeah. All right. This is how you're going to keep your life in balance. I see the scales. So Libra's energy for you. Do you hold a position of authority? Libra is your 10th house. Okay. In order for you to keep your life in balance, you can't have too much emotional attachment to materialistic things. Crazy. Great happiness is here. So this would have been something that brought you lots of happiness. Is in order to keep your life in balance. This was like releasing these things would have been the most significant for you moving forward with something. And I see lighthearted, carefree time. Now you have this, again, inner child healing going on. You feel more playful. You feel carefree. You feel like you're in this energy of innocence and wonder. Again, I feel like it could have been a connection to a mother figure. I see the number 18 there, the moon. And it says a sincere wish is being granted to you as well. That's pretty cool. All right. Were you dealing with some sort of like legal issue, courthouse, something like that? Let's get into the tarot. I see the 10 of Cups. You get everything you desire. You're emotionally balanced now. You're happy. The 7 of Cups. I feel like something was very difficult for you to emotionally withdraw from, or it could have been that the connection to your materialistic things felt like it was just an illusion to you. Once you released it, you understood that. This could have been like jewelry or something that was in this energy of, let's just say, you knew that it was like a snake in the garden. Like this would have been something that would have hurt you. And then you holding yourself back from the things that you actually wanted to acquire. That's amazing energy there. All right. So it kind of feels like you took a loss in what it was that you had to release. But that is exactly what you needed to heal about yourself. 10 of Swords. All right. Let's see. Whoa. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So this would have been like an opportunity that presented itself and it came through exactly when it was supposed to. The Queen of Wands, it kind of gained your confidence back. And now you feel a little bit more structured in your energy, 4 of Pentacles. Like you feel like you've been accomplishing your goals rather than sitting and sulking in things that you knew were supposed to come to an end anyway. I see the Magician here. I see the 7 of Pentacles. So there could have been manipulation in connection to the resources that you did attain. All right, things that you felt that were your assets. Or you felt like you had to gain structure over what it was that you, I don't know, there's something that you either had to sell off. All right, I'm seeing the Magician here. Mercurian energy. It's almost like there was a sense of like hurt or regret or loss or grievance that had to take place because those assets belonged to your family. It was almost like it was a legacy. It was given to you, but you had to release it. You had to let it go. And now you feel a little bit more lighthearted about it. It could have been a home, I'm telling you. The 4 of Wands is a home. It could have been a home in connection to a mother figure. That's where you grew up. I'm getting that type of message, but you're finally overcoming this. All right, but the message of concern was like, in order for you to get this high honor or for you to be in the pathway and where you're supposed to be right now, I would imagine you have some sort of connection to spirituality. You had to release these materialistic things. And it could have been part of like a court issue for you. Like, just let it go. It's okay. All right. Wow. That's a big deal. Let's move on to the sign of Aquarius. right, Aquarius, what's going on for you? Why did I just do that? Looks like I'm holding out, you guys. I kind of have to like jump around with the chargers here. I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna try at least. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so there is some sort of discord in the energy for you, Aquarius. It's coming through as a quincunx. I don't know if there's adjustments that are happening in your life, or there's discord with the people around you. All right, what's happening in transits for this weekend in regards to the quincunxes? So Saturn in Pisces has a quincunx in today's energy. Maybe someone's trying to create some sort of discord in connection to your value or how you're attaining your resources or your finances in the way that it's coming in. There seems to be some sort of restriction or someone just kind of like clowning you because they have control of your money. Let's be clear. That's what I feel this is. Something has to be adjusted here. And I'm seeing Mars and Libra with quincunx over to Saturn and Pisces by tomorrow. And then we have Venus in Virgo with a quincunx over to Neptune and Aries. So if it has anything to do with like you receiving some sort of inheritance because of something that you do pertaining to what was communicated about how this inheritance comes through, it looks like your spirit guides or your spiritual community is kind of like teasing you here and bringing a sense of discord in connection to how these resources are coming in. It feels like a tease. I'll be honest. It feels like a tease. Because Venus being in the sign of now, what is it, Virgo in your 8th house is quincunxing even over to Pluto in your 1st house. Okay, so it has to do with like the transformation that you're going through right now. So this will be like your deep emotional feelings being tested. The sun in Virgo right now, you have like, or you're in your life purpose in regards to like your deep emotional feelings. You have a lot of like vitality in your energy. You could be shining out here, Aquarius, and people are mad and trying to just create some sort of discord for you. What the fuck is this? Cardinal energies could be of significance for you. So there you're being initiated. There's a spark. You have a vision. All right. Your cardinal houses of Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are in your mutable houses, meaning the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 12th. You could have a heavy connection to the spiritual community. And that's how you're transforming. And that's where your inheritances are coming from. There could be the connection of you communicating something. There's also this energy of you being tapped into that of what that of what exists without physical form, meaning you see some shit, you're intuitive, you're psychic, something like that, and you're being initiated into something, and there's people around you possibly trying to cause discord in your earthly life, let's just say, because I see Saturn, a lot of Saturn and Pisces that has to do with where your money is, how you're valued to somebody, or how putting restrictions on your love life, or something like this. Okay, Descendant is here, so Leo's energy, how you're attracting relationships and partnerships. Venus was in Leo for a minute, right? And now that it's in Virgo, it could have been that there's going to be changes that take place, or there's a transition from your partnership to how you're receiving your inheritances or who comes along with you. And I'm also seeing Mercurian energy here. So Mercury now being in Libra, it feels like you have a partnership with spirit. All right. And the way that you communicate and do whatever it is that you do that's part of your life purpose, it's causing discord for you overall. It has something to do with like core wound healing, or it has something to do with like you having to be vulnerable and showing potential through pain. It's like, how can you handle this pain? Listen, Jazz got guns. I'm a fucking Aquarius. Don't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? Don't play. Don't try to start shit in my life, because I'm ready to curse everybody the fuck out. Let's be clear. I'm just playing. It's given like, yeah, you have like this third eye chakra expansion. Like you see shit that other people don't see. So people are trying to like clown you or question you or cause some sort of discord in your life right now because of what you're communicating about. All right, you have a connection with spirit. That's what I feel it is. You show support, you show love, like whatever this is. It's like Chiron and Aries. you express through communication, what are your core wounds? Let's see. So be sure that those people that you have partnerships with are not creating some sort of discord for you in connection to your partnerships. It could be through the energy of being deceptive, okay? Like deceptive courtships, or it could be that someone's telling lies to a partner or to someone that you feel could be of significance that has a lot to do with your core wound healing, okay? That's what it feels like. Something about you in the near future, all right? Distant horizons is here, and what you're going to be doing for work. Go check out yesterday's Venus and Virgo reading, because this all came out throughout that energy here, all right? Of, let's just say, in the near future, you were going to be like a psychic reader, or you're going to be an intuitive. You're going to be helping people out and what's your life purpose, and people over here clowning you. Ha, that's what you think you're going to be doing. And it's like, okay, if you fucking say so, you don't direct my life, or you don't tell me how I deal with my deep core wound healing, right? This is about you standing ground of what the fuck you know you've seen in the near future, because you're the intuitive one. Tell everybody else to go sit the fuck down. Something like that. So there's discord amongst your energy this weekend with this full moon in Virgo. I mean, with the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. It's because it's supposed to bring you in some sort of inheritance, or the people that's supposed to be there with you. Something like that. Saturn and Pisces here. That's what I'm trying to say. They're trying to restrict you in your emotional state. Saturn being in Pisces is Aquarius' second house. It's like, okay, well, maybe you are restricting my resources. Maybe you are trying to keep me shadow banned. Maybe you are trying to make me be all up in my feelings about someone leaving my life. You don't give a fuck. You shouldn't. You're on like a pathway of like gaining your power back, of knowing which direction you're going in here. Or people are challenging you, because that's your challenge, challenging you. Or are you sure this is the right pathway you're going down? I believe so, and I'm very confident in that. Okay. So the sun is shining for you again in the house of Virgo. You know exactly what's transforming around you. You don't let anybody else take you off your path, because that's what they want you to think, or they want to be deceptive. All right. You're expressing yourself exactly the way you need to be. Queen of Pentacle energy, you know your value. And if they don't see it, then that's their fucking problem. Okay. The King of Cups is here. All right. So there could be like this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy around you right now that is in your present moment. That is a person of the past. This is possibly someone you have children with overall. And you could be going through a divorce with this person. Is that what they're clowning you about? There could be a specific gift that comes in that's a spiritual connection that brings you a sense of emotional happiness as well. Overall, I'm seeing Scorpio's placement in your 10th house. This has to do with your life purpose, your career, your long-term pathway. All right, let's see. Whoa. I feel like you can call people out on their bullshit before it even happens. Something like that. And that's like pissing some people off that you're emotionally balanced and they're trying to keep you emotionally imbalanced. Because why would you try to fuck with me in my emotional state as I'm withdrawing from something that could be very difficult to let go of? These are one of like the core wounds that you're dealing with, and knowing that you have to emotionally withdraw from one thing to get to the following step in your life. Okay, so there could be like a group of people. I see 3 people so far in your reading. I see a Queen of Wands, a Queen of Pentacles, a King of Cups. There could be multiple people here trying to do this to you. And you're over here just like, I'm about to get to my bag anyway. Venus and Virgo in the 8th house. Where's my inheritance? Stop worrying about what my money look like. It's given like that. I would imagine people are like, oh, Aquarius, Saturn's in Pisces. How are you getting to your bag? Or how are you making your money? And it's like, don't be fucking worrying about where my inheritance is coming from, because Venus is in the 8th house for me, in Virgo's placement. And it's hitting with a fucking solar partial eclipse. And it's hitting as it steps in with the moon in Libra in the 9th house. My spiritual team got me, is what it's given. So y'all sit the fuck down. That's what it's given. I'm an empress out here. Aquarius, step into your motherfucking bag right now. Literally. You need to. Look at this. You got a shitload of people wanting to collaborate with you, or you know exactly the direction that you're going in here. You're seen as like authority in your own energy. Capricorn's energy is connected to your 12th house. This is like in the near future, even if y'all don't see it right now, I know what I envisioned to be coming in. Okay? Hold on a second. Let me get some tea leaf on this and we gotta go. Yeah, your spiritual community is possibly like, ha ha, you ain't getting shit. And it's like, okay, if you say so. Something like that. Romance is in the air, so you possibly have a lover coming through with your inheritance. Your inheritance obviously comes through a spouse or through some sort of like, I don't know, it could have been like a legal matter where you win and you get, you know, somebody else's will. I don't know. Okay, something like this. So it says, take care because enemies are working against you. You should know this, Aquarius. You feel it in the energy, or you should. Why are people coming up against you? Why is there discord in my energy? That's what you need to understand this weekend. Is that because romance is in the air, enemies are working against you. Because you got a lot of good fortune coming in. And you know this. See what I'm saying? That's what this is. And I see it's also involving family matters. So this could be like your family involving themselves in your love life, or not understanding why you're on the pathway that you're on and saying, well, you're not an intuitive, this isn't going anywhere for you, but they don't see long term with this. So this would be you increasing your efforts in order to achieve your goal. If you stop because everybody else is talking shit, how are you ever going to achieve your goal? It's because someone is being extremely stubborn and they don't want to change. The most difficult part of this situation is already over. Tap into your chakras this weekend. Try to remain balanced overall. Is the message that I'm getting with that. Hidden secrets can harm you as well. So remember, whatever is taking place around you here in regards to how money, property, or an inheritance is coming through for you, I would imagine this is why people are trying to harm you right now, because they know you got some big shit coming. It's given that. I'm telling you the placements because I know my fucking astrology, bitches. All right. All right, I love y'all. We out. We got to get into Pisces. I got to hurry up for this damn laptop dies. Okay. Maybe someone's stealing your inheritance, Aquarius, and dispersing it in connection to your family. Something like that, too. I guess we'll see. I wonder why everybody showed up this weekend. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Pisces. Sorry, 1 second. Jazz is a bitch, y'all know it. Let's see what's going on. Brenda, are you in the room alone? Brenda's like, I can't let anybody see this. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Ooh. All right, so Pisces, you have the waxing crescent moon. So that's going to take place during Libra's moon. All right, so your focus, whatever concept you put in and bring that into actualization, requires strategy. The waxing crescent moon happens right after this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Brenda says, I'm not alone. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see, Pisces. You have a specific focus. You're bringing your concept into actualization and you have a strategy, or I would imagine you should have. All right. It's something having to do with like what you find fun or what you do as a hobby or how you do something creative. Okay. This could be like the way that you self-express. All right. Libra's energy. Maybe you utilize partnerships in regards to like, how you're going to get this hobby out there. Maybe you have like some sort of platform or something, or you have partnerships that help you. Something like this. All right. And then I'm getting quincunx energy again from Aquarius's reading. So there could be a lot of discord coming in as well, because you belong to like a spiritual community. Vestas in Sag. Sag has a lot to do with your 10th house energy. This is you having some sort of position of authority, or you knowing that your reputation and your public image has something to do with like how you sacrifice and devote for others. Okay. All right, let's see. What is your chakra here? I see insight. All right, so understanding, awareness, awakening, and or self-evaluation could be happening for you right now, Pisces. You're in your own element is what I feel that means. Saturn in Pisces means that you're structured within your own element. You are very insightful because you're an intuitive. You've been awakened or aware of your potential with where your focus is here. All right. There's something that you find pleasurable, and then also you should be opening yourself up to forgiveness this weekend. If you have this energy of wanting sensuality in your life, Pisces, or some sort of indulgence, or you want to express beauty, or you want to enjoy your energy, there's something that you have to heal from, release, grow, and show compassion for. And that's showing you that you need to first open yourself up, forgiving yourself and then others. Okay? Something about that. Let's get into this. So Aquarius and Pisces, you guys are dealing with quincunx energies here. And this weekend specifically for you, Pisces, because Saturn and Pisces is going to be at a quincunx over to, what were the transits again? Today we saw the quincunx over to your energy with the moon in Leo, was it? Yes. Moon in Leo, quincunx over to Saturn and Pisces today. By tomorrow, we're going to be seeing the quincunx with Venus and Pluto in Aquarius. All right, so this is going to have a lot to do with Venus being in Virgo in your house of partnerships and relationships at a quincunx over to what seems to be an illusion. All right, and then I'm also seeing a quincunx from Venus in Virgo, which is your 7th house, over to Neptune in Aries, which has to do with your self-value as well. So maybe it's that where you're focused and what you're bringing your concept and actualization into, with when the moon steps into Libra upcoming on Sunday, there seems to be something that takes off for you in regards to what you do creatively. You understand this. You've been awakened to this. You are aware of this, but it's causing discord with other people. Your pathway is not supposed to be envisioned by everyone else. All right. People think that you're a false person, or have you like taken losses or experiencing where they're stealing from your work that you do. So if you're a spiritualist, Pisces, obviously this is you tapping into something that you find pleasurable. You're inner sparked with, spirituality, and you sacrifice and devote for others. But the pathway requires some sort of, I would imagine, change, or there's discord here, because what you do as your interest, there's false people thinking that you're stealing from them in some sort of way. All right, this is bringing me back once again to yesterday's reading, Venus and Virgo transits. Go check that reading out for Pisces specifically. All right, so heartache over what you no longer have. Maybe you've gone through a breakup or something like this, or you've had to separate from something that you had an emotional connection to, and you are aware that once you step away from that, there's opening up for forgiveness for yourself, but also forgiving others as you choose to move into this energy of what you find to be pleasurable. This is about you putting yourself first before you putting someone else first. Maybe that's the problem here, because you're stepping into some sort of new experience. All right. And then I also see here you overcoming some sort of major challenge with the mountain. Temporary problems are here. They're not going to be here forever overall. It says you're going to be parting ways either in romance or in business. All right. Something is like a broken ring. You no longer belong there, or you don't no longer belong with that person. All right. Let's see. There's someone trying to take something from you on the pathway that you're already on. I don't like that. Pisces, it's like somebody wants to steal from you and wants to take you, I don't know, take you away from a false person or something like this. Somebody's birthday could be 8/24. I keep seeing that fucking number. That's my dad's birthday. And for you, Saturn and Pisces, something about a father figure in your life, or you dealing with a father figure overall. Your strength is at an all-time high right now. You could be overcoming grievance or some sort of hurt or loss or a sense of regret about something, or somebody wants you to make you feel that shit real hard. The devil with the 5 of Cups is like, I'm not going to let this go until I make you feel that shit. Damn. That's crazy. See what I'm saying? And here you are needing to protect your energy because you understand exactly what's going on around you. Somebody wants you to feel that hurt. The King of Cups is here. That's you. And the Four of Wands. So I don't know if something's being illuminated about your community, about who you're in marriage with in the near future, or however it is that you're committed to something that you do. Because you're being, once again, awakened. The Judgment says you get to ascend. The Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. And again, it's at a quincunx over to, what was it again? Neptune in Aries and Pluto in Aquarius, where you're experiencing transformation and what seems to be an illusion versus what's coming up in your reality. Let me get one more on that Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be freed from something. Here's the message. You're going to be reaping the fruits of your labor. Overall, someone's trying to like scare you by acting like they're taking something from you, but you're aware of what's coming up here. So you can only choose to forgive these people and continue to focus on having a sense of pleasure in your life. Judgment again. Are you being judged by other people? That's what it feels like. Don't worry, because you will be reciprocated. Things will become balanced again, is how I'm hearing this. And you will have a brand new beginning with the Fool card. All right, let's clear this out. Damn. What's my body count? A lot. Well, let's see. I don't know why people are trying to make hurt on my channel with me being responsible for the choices that I make with my coochie. Let's be clear. I do what the fuck I want. Period. Okay. Let's see. Let's get into closing collective. Don't clock Jazz's coochie. Okay. I'm cracking up. Let's see what this is. Oh my goodness. No. This. That. 3. I hope I got y'all timestamps right because this is so confusing right now. It looks about right. Alright, cool. I think we had like 10 minutes in every reading. So, yeah. Closing collective, thank you. Brenda's cracking up. Involvement with the law. All right, so something happening here in regarding a court case, possibly. Let's see. Muddled, unclear thinking. Lots of success coming in. It's like stand on your shit here, even if you don't see what's coming up ahead. There's something about the birth of the conception of a child or an enterprise. Don't go getting pregnant now, my women. Okay. All right, don't go getting pregnant. Nah, it feels like business, though. I'm going to be honest. It feels like business. Maybe there is some sort of involvement with, like, things being fair for the feminine energies overall. That's, like, collectively. All right, there could be some sort of unsettled time that comes up and how you need to plan ahead. It says temptation is going to test you. We had that reading this week. I definitely got tempted. Okay. Let's see. So your psychic abilities are heightened. Trust your intuition right now. You could be in this energy of peace and harmony. I'm seeing June be of significance. So Gemini, Cancer, or Uranus in Gemini, or when the moon was in Cancer, or when Jupiter is expanding and growing in Cancer. We're looking at like the 3rd and the 4th houses, communication involving things that are pertaining to like inner healing, or mother figures being of significance, women going through unsettled times and major drastic changes with Uranus being in Gemini, or the communication that comes out to be a little bit exaggerating, let's call it. All right, I feel like you're in peace and harmony. There's a lot of good advice from a wise person out here. I don't know. Somebody wants to take a bite of that Kit Kat bar, and it could be an owl. All right. Beware of greed here, okay? And I'm getting protected from negative forces that are beyond your control. I don't think you have to worry about much. People that are, like, trying to get involved in some sort of, like, getting you into this muddled, unclear thinking of how you're involved in a legal case and how you're going to be successful, or how some sort of enterprise is going to work out for this woman, all right, or for this woman, or for women overall. being in unsettled times right now, it's like trust your intuition that everything is going to be happening as it should, and accept the advice that you're getting. Try to beware of greed right now. Like if someone needs support, be in this energy of assisting that person. All right, because there's a lot of protection from negative forces that are beyond your control. Okay, it's like if there's news coming on the way, it's because there's an exciting event that's coming up, and I would imagine somebody wants to be involved in that. All right, that feels pretty positive to me. So temptation will test you, but just pay attention to your work. You'll be fine. All right, you'll be fine. I feel like those that are out there trying to create the illusions are trying to create hurt in your life to take you off your path. Don't let it happen. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. It died. I knew it was going to die. All right, so official person is here. We have Sudden Wealth is here. I see master numbers 11 and 22. That could be of significance here. So those that are stepping in, I see thoughts. All right, so utilizing the mindset here. There could be something that's being destructed as well. 16 is the Tower. All right, so there could be a Scorpio that's thinking out you. I don't know, it's Scorpio's energy. Or Aries. And child, how to have a brand new beginning here. This could be a masculine thinking about their mother of their child or something like that. Stepping into a position of like official person, sudden wealth. Okay. And I'm seeing this person being, you know, in a position of high honor, being approved for something after dealing with a false person in courtship. Okay. So if this is the legal matter and how there's been some sort of unclear thinking about how this woman is being seen in connection to building a business and being successful, this person does have psychic abilities. There is peace and harmony in this person's life. They do have abilities to be able to communicate with the energy of their intuition, Gemini, Cancer energy. They're giving good advice. All right, they're telling people beware of greed because there is protection beyond negative forces, beyond the control of the people that are trying to attack. Because it feels like it's in the energy. There's like news coming in connection to an exciting event. The exciting event here is going to be this new moon, partial solar eclipse in the sign of Virgo. Virgo has to do with what? It's divine feminine energy. It is the Virgin Mary. Are you virgin? I guess we're virgin moving forward. He. All right, are you virgin? Because it says, bitch, don't go bite the apple. Let them bite your apple. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. I can't. Literally, I cannot deal. All right. Don't let them bite the apple. All right. Involvement with the law. Let's see. Let's see what this is. All right. So the official person is coming after your wealth. That's what it's given. All right. What did we feel that was like of significance to that? Saturn and Pisces. Specifically, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius is. I feel like you guys have it the hardest because I was feeling during Aquarius and Pisces energy the discord. All right. Involvement with the law, King of Cups. All right. So I don't know if there's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's involved with the law, or this person is seen as an official person. What's the muddled, unclear thinking? All right. About what the news is all about. What's going on out here? Like everything is, I don't know. There's something going on. Somebody heard about something, or about someone moving forward and being successful with starting up a business. Something like that. All right. The Page of Cups. Something that this person does creatively. All right, maybe they are tapped into their intuition. All right, I do see a King of Cups and a Page of Cups here, so there is a sense of maturity. All right, let's look at this enterprise. The Two of Wands. This is about coming up in the near future in regards to this woman. Show me the woman. The Magician. This person could have like fucking, she's like magic or some shit. Okay, they need to plan ahead in connection to settled time. So there could have been some sort of manipulation or something that took place. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This would be like having to relocate home, having to buy a new car, having to move, you know, to a different location with work or career or something like this. All right, getting a brand new opportunity here. The Fool card with psychic abilities. It's like trust what the future is telling you. Trust the pathway that you're taking. Take a leap of faith. Take that risk. You'll be more in this energy of peace and harmony as you transition and move forward. All right, I'm seeing Gemini and Cancer being called out here with the month of June, Remember, in June and July, we've seen full moons in Capricorns for both months. Okay, and then we've seen the full moon in Aquarius in August. So something about the month of June and July where the full moon and Capricorn placements were taking place, check that out. All right, Six of Wands. I would imagine there was some sort of victory that took place there, whether this is the third and fourth houses, communication in regards to a home, something like that. All right, or communicating someone's true inner healing feelings, something like that. I don't know. Good advice from a wise person. That's where the communication is coming from. All right, but it says to beware of greed. And I see the moon. Interesting. So this would be like the hidden enemies needing to beware of greed or trying to start some shit, because collectively there is protection. Spiritual protection is how I'm hearing it, from negative forces that are beyond your control. If this is you feeling attacked in some sort of way. All right. Yeah. Spiritual guides. All right. This will be like communication coming from abroad. Making sudden changes so that whatever was sent in to hit somebody, it fucking backfired. Let's be clear. Okay. Let's see. Moving on here. What's this sudden wealth energy with the official person? I see that is the truth. Those that step into positions of authority are going to be receiving sudden wealth. That could be part of this exciting event and what the news is that's on the way. Let me clarify that event and the news that's on the way. All right. Jupiter in Gemini. So things that were expanding and growing in connection to Geminian energy, those that do things in the media, those that felt that they were entrapped or having fear that they weren't going to be able to get past something. It looks like prosperity and abundance is on its way. Jupiter and Gemini. The expansion, the growth, the communication, social groups, siblings, communities of people. All right, local communities. Yes, there's going to be exciting news that comes in. Show me the energy of, I'm kind of getting like the father figure thinking about the woman and this person's child in this specific spread. So I'm just going to clarify what this is, because yes, the truth is the official person is getting some sort of sudden wealth. All right, hold on a second. I don't know if the masculines are getting paid out by the feminine energies at this point in time. This is something you got to be patient with. I don't think this has been revealed yet. You kind of have to focus on the healing right now. Focus in more so on remaining balanced, and then you get the message, is what that feels like. It's like you got to be patient for that. That came out in yesterday's reading like 4 times. It's like be patient, be patient, be patient. All right. In regards to the Page of Pentacles and whatever it is that you've invested your time into, or where or how children are going to be protected. Okay. For those of you that have specific skills or going back to school, it's kind of like protect yourself here, because you never know what's about to come up or the changes that are going to be taking place of what you're going to be hearing about. Maybe someone's being promoted into a position of authority and they're going to have a say-so over how you get your income, is also the message that I'm getting here. Official person, sudden wealth, and finding out the truth about something. All right, so this would have been someone that's like, let's say you were in the army, or you were in the Navy, or you did something in high honor, okay? And you were supposed to receive something and you didn't. You're going to find out the false person that you were in connection to in this courtship. The 8th house and the 4th house could be of significance if you were going through a transformation regarding the person that you were in courtship with, or regarding someone that you lived with in the home. You're getting paid out for something. That could be the truth about it. I don't know. Let me see. False person in courtship. The Knight of Pentacles. You would have known because things were actually delayed or slowed down in you guys' connection. There could have been a lot of secrets that were, held back. The Hermit. There's some sort of investigating something about secrets. Okay. Show me more about that. The Wheel of Fortune. Investigating some secrets. Why things were in connection to why a false person in courtship with you. And then you receiving this Wheel of Fortune. You receiving this, you know what I mean? Whatever this is. King of Pentacle energy. It's kind of giving like your stability, your security comes back. Your love life comes back. All right. Like you get to find out the truth about something. I want to clarify the Ace of Swords and what the sudden wealth and official person energy is. The Lovers. You're going to find out the truth. that the person you're in love with or the choices that you've made have led you to becoming an official person and being wealthy, or the person that you're romantically involved in is an official person and they're very wealthy. You're going to find this out. Or the person that has interest in you and is in love with you is an official person and they fucking rich as hell, something like that. The Six of Cups, it's your past person. It's your ex. So it kind of feels like the testing of loyalty here almost. Where if temptation was to test you and you were sent out on a different pathway of having to do something regarding work or tapping into a specific skill, everybody's looking in to see what are you doing, who you messing with, is it creative, how are you manifesting your money, how are you transitioning, moving forward, having a victory, what is the gossip all about, who are your hidden enemies, how you're receiving this intuitive communication coming down from abroad, meaning from God, from spirit, right? How you're going to be expanding and growing in connection to Geminian energy, communities of people that socialize, media, transportation, your local community, anything that involves some sort of exciting event. News is on the way, and it has to be that the person that is your lover, your ex-lover, is very suddenly wealthy, all right? And it looks like the thoughts about this masculine's mother figure of their child has to do with like being patient, all right? Having to focus on healing or how they're going to be moving forward on their specific pathway of how they attain their wheel of fortune. Finding out that they were in a false connection with the person they were in courtship with. There were some sort of secrets that were revealed or something that was being investigated in connection to someone's secrets. And this affecting the family dynamic overall. The Ten of Pentacles. All right, and the Three of Wands being here as well. I see how you're going to be progressing moving forward. I see 304 on the clock. It's given Empress and Emperor energy. Show me the temptation that's going to test you. Spirit shows me synchronicities and everything that I do. This has to do with like you and your wife. All right, or you and your husband. Temptation will test you. The Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy, and where Pluto is bringing in some sort of transformation into you guys' lives. All right, I'm saying all air signs. All right, and Palace is here in retrograde, so it's kind of like, how are you utilizing the energy of your intellect? Is it wisdom, or is it that you're being, you know what I mean? You're confused. Show me paying attention to your work. The Page of Wands. You have a specific skill. You have a specific passion. You do something creative, which is fine. All right, and that's what you're going to be successful with. So earlier when we seen, who was it? The 5th house that came out for Pisces. It has something to do with like having yourself open up. All right, to being a little bit more creative, adventurous, and learning new things, and not being afraid to put that out there, because you actually might be attracting exactly what it is that you want. If it's whatever that your happiness comes from or whatever you desire, that's what's pushing forward. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid because there's so much gossip back about the changes that are happening in people's lives, and everybody's like, I think I'm gonna keep that a secret. What the fuck are you hiding from? Spirit sees everything. God sees everything. Who are you hiding from? That's what it's giving me. So don't give a shit in the world about how you're hurting someone. I wouldn't say go hurt someone's feelings, but obviously if you have a conversation and you say I'm not happy, and then everybody else is trying to step in and say what you've got going on in your life, who the fuck are you and why are you worried about the coochie and the dick? That's what it's giving. Like, what do you want to fuck me or something? That's what it's giving. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm direct. All right. Messages received loud and clear.